Hello everyone and welcome to Katawa Shoujo. Welcome back. It's episode 2 and I hope you guys are enjoying this right now. And we're gonna load right now. Alright, we're back where we left off with Misha and Shizune. Well, she still seems like that, just less so I guess. Dot dot dot. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kinda long, so you should start now if you want to finish it before the end of class. That too. Oh yeah, last time I heard Misha's laugh that I gave her, it sounded like a witch. So I'm trying to change that, so no worries. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Dot dot dot. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. I'm sick again, so I'm gonna sniff. Maybe it's because every time I put on my headphones I sniff, but yeah. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells rings, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Mutsuo, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the oh my god, did I say cafeteria? The cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seem great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who would need special diets. How nice, it almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patient. I need to sniff. This time I don't mind drinks, so. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're a guide, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. So, the first time I asked about the library, and you can ask about Shizune's deafness. You can regard it. But I'm gonna ask about the library because, again, I'm doing my first playthrough, so yeah. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. Look at her smile, it's just so, it brightens up people's day. There it is, it's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. That sounded weird. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk in the last row. Oh, she looks at me. She jumps at the door when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it. They walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Like, this is what made me like not like Misha and Shizune as much. The fact that they ignore such like tension, like the thing that apparently my protagonist can feel. So Hisao. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting to the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of class, I start yawning, counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I've even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. So it's me, Misha and Shizune. Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. I feel like I talk too fast, but I want to talk that fast. But like, you know. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Chan. We got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much, Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. I don't know why I sound a bit Chinese, but okay. We join the floor. Wait, I am Chinese, but like I sound like I'm speaking. Never mind, it's fine. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to a smaller building right next to the school. So that's the nurse building, right? It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How's that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Like, I don't know what this sign means. I just use it a lot, but you know. Yeah, thanks, bye. Oh, that's me. Yeah, thanks, bye. I feel like being that chill guy, you know. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will only be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there is at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He's young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? Or like, are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Well, yes, I am. It says in the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course. I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his finger. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. Maybe that will come in handy later, so. The famous 24-hour nursing staff, probably at the hospital, but you know. Well, yeah, see? Well, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jokes feel so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, it's just that it's really weird. There's so many medical people at the school. You get used to it. Dude, the music is so good. Like there's this saxophone. That's just interesting. I'm not so sure of that myself, but don't let the nurse know it. Now let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I like to say, generic. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from the school's nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Which kind of poster tells you to eat properly 3 times a day? Like, isn't that like something that everybody knows already? Like, smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. Look at his smile. It's like Misha's, dude. It's so good. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My light reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy. To do some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you need that. If you really need such heavy measures, just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, this sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. He's really like Misha. He's really like Misha. No need really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk. Take care of yourself. Okay. I sound like, like Sans from Undertale. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of the dorms. By the way, like when you go to here, this is the, what's it called? Shucks. I don't know what's it called, but so they give you the current scene, nobody's room, and the current music track. So this is right. Everyone seems to know where they're going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. I had that feeling before, yeah. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. So that's the dorms, by the way. And then, wait, you said the school or the dorms? I think that's the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick, like the others. It feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward and going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallway. ends of hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives us a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable, which is kind of weird. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. I love how I jumped to conclusions so fast that only the girls are so sociable. It's like, here small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The name plates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements and the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Who is it? Blind. No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving to the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in smiling greeting almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup dude, name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There was some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. Oh my gosh, someone's singing in the background? It's my brother. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because there could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out of place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. How many awkward people are there? I guess that makes sense that like girls are more sociable. Like now that every boy here is awkward and stuff. I say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does it mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backward to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle and shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi Hichan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Oh yeah, by the way, I searched up what Katawa Shoujo means, and it means disabled girls, yeah. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. Though I hate unpacking, I'm so lazy. Kind of hope I would have, then there would be something to do. Well, okay, Hisao, you like something to do, I like nothing to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Like, whenever I hear desktop, I think of computer, so I was like, why not put a note on the computer one? Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication nearly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. That's just like, that's not cool, man. That's like a joke in itself. It doesn't really say that, but it could just. Oh, okay. I thought it literally said that. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? I don't want to die, so. With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes from room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. I wish there were dreams in this, but that's actually no dream, so. Bum 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 bum. Alright, Katawa Shoujo. I woke up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light grey ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medication on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from my forward sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. Okay. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far this place seems more or less like a normal school. Did I just say weird? I'm so sorry. More like a normal school. Except for the people. That's very bad of you, Hisao. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant that was weird. And Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do anyways? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after class yesterday, so maybe they are clubs. Oh yeah, wait, oh shucks, I just thought of nightclubs. Why did I think of that? Okay, I mean co-curriculum activities like the soccer, basketball club. And so I wonder if I should join one. I'm in band, by the way. I play the trombone. All through class, the question remains on my mind. So I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I have anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly and evenly flat. Does she have OCD? Maybe. Sorry, Ishichan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hichan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event. I'm not from this area, so. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses to the end of her oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh. Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's word out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see head turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots the pointer against us. I didn't know we were in class. I thought this was before class, dude. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all though, brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shishan. What? That's right. Hey-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? Look at her face. What is this face? Like, what? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. Misha's smiling, like not just kind of like grin, like white grins, but you know. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flatters my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any groups, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl. Why doesn't he say anything? Hey-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hei-chan. Perfect. Alright. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to start working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes, it is, Hei-chan. Impossible. Really? Really? I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's heads and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competition over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed about how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hei-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hei-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. It's like in everything she says, like it's so cheerful. Like what the heck? Shizune pushes her glasses up at the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Ding dong, ding dong. I argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Whoa, they came in her sights. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. In my old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. Wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had box lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hichan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuffs, right? Right, Hichan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As an athlete, I usually just read a lot. There's a book club, right, Hichan? Right, but it seems like they all have members that they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan, it's a really popular club. Ah, okay. But more to the point, Hichan, does it mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good, great! That's great. Hichan, really great. Why is it so great? No reason. Of course, it's so great cause no reason. Oh, Hichan, other than clubs and the art comedy festival, there is one other thing. Student council! I see. I don't know this too had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha's laughing. Shizune really quickly retakes control of the discussion. In a manner of speaking, after all, it's still Misha who has the voice whatever she says. Alright, so guys... Alright, wait, how do you mute? Whoa, what was that? No. Wait, yeah. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could definitely use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day. Hichan. Oh wait, we should hang out every day, Hichan. Hichan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Hichan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. Alright, so as you're reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts the glasses and signs something to Misha. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I have to leave off here. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Katawa Shoujo. I'll be doing episode 3 soon. Hopefully very soon, but you know, I have school, so see what happens, yay! And then I was signing off. And thank you all guys for watching. Like this video if you liked it. You don't need to like it if you don't want to. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I just realized that this joke about enter stage left is like, enter stage left, but it's supposed to be exit stage right, but wait, is it exit stage right or exit stage left? I don't know, I'm not really familiar with American cartoons, so well, I am, but not really.